So Herman, jy het gevra vir ons kykers wie wil hulle sien of wat wil hulle sien in ons oefening. Ek wil vir Tank Lanning of een van die ouens van Sport 24 sien in ons sportoefening. Do you understand what I just said?
I do.
Am I allowed to translate?
I played rugby, Liesl.
I know.
I know Afrikaans, man. I played with your balls even.
I'm so used to speaking English to you. How about that? Should we get David on Monday, or maybe you do it next week?
I think Dave's your man. I highly recommend Dave.
I'm going to get people to write in and say they want you to do exercise. Moving straight over from exercise to sport, a big Super 15 weekend. Nice, the Cheetahs game, getting a nice label there of the marquee and lots of people supporting it.
Can you believe it? You know, the Cheetahs, once the also-rans of the Super 15, certainly in South Africa, are now almost contenders against Crusaders, which is fantastic for South African rugby because the Lions have fallen off the bus completely. So it's nice to see the Cheetahs playing well. I think Heinrich Brousseau is leading that campaign. Absolutely fantastic rugby player. So him versus McCaw on Saturday will be a great, a great matchup. The other two guys I think that have changed the way the Cheetahs are playing are the Eberson brothers, Sias and Robert at fly-off and centre are playing really good rugby. So look, I don't think they'll beat the Cheetahs, but I mean the Crusaders. But I think they'll be contenders. The other two big games are tomorrow morning. The Stormers take on the Chiefs. It's their first away game, and they obviously lost last weekend to the Crusaders. And so it's quite a big game for them. They've picked Ricky January, which is always a big contentious issue.
Lots of papers talking about that this week.
People thinking the only good thing he's good at is the buffet. But so
I saw all those tweets, yeah.
But Alistair Coetzee thinks he's good in a dogfight, and he thinks he'll be a bit of a dogfight. So that's a big game.
Don't they nickname him Pitbull or something as well?
Exactly. And he is quite highly regarded in New Zealand because he scored that try for the Boks against the All Blacks in Dunedin. And then the other game is with the Lions are playing against the Brumbies, and they're away now. So I think they'll probably struggle a bit.
And the Bulls, did I hear a mention?
Yeah, I almost forgot about them.
I was at Loftus yesterday, so I saw them in
yes. Matfield's obviously, the big news is that he's got a sore neck, so he's out. Frida Pre is going to captain the side, and they play against the Rebels, who have lost Cipriani, who, almost like a survivor vote, his flame was put out. He was voted off. So that'll be quite an interesting game. I think your team will probably have a little bit too much for the Rebels.
Wow, yay! And then last weekend, sad news broke on Sunday in the golfing world, and Tim Clark did something great.
Yeah, absolutely.
To commemorate the...
Yeah. Seve Ballesteros, one of the all-time greats, and he certainly changed the face of golf, certainly in Europe. It was always dominated by the Americans. Seve came along and he was a shot maker. So, he could fade the ball around the tree, because he did get himself into some terrible positions, but he could draw the ball, he could fade the ball. He was a real artist. And he'd been battling cancer for a couple of years and lost that battle on Sunday. And Tim Clark, it's the Players' Championship this week, and they're playing in Florida, and he's the defending champion. As the defending champion, he gets to fly his national flag at the tournament. And what he's done in honor of Seve, he said, okay, listen, we're going to lose the South African flag, we're going to fly the Spanish flag, which is in honor of Seve. So it's just a fantastic gesture, and I think, judging by the reaction from the international golfing fraternity, they really respect it. And I just think it's an awesome thing, and it's great that Tim Clark did it.
That's really nice. And then going over to England, the English Premiership, what's happening there? Man United seem to have sealed everything. Is there anything to look forward to this weekend?
Well, they need 1 point. They beat Chelsea, so now Man United have got 76 points, Chelsea have got 70. They just need 1 point, so they need a draw this weekend, and they've sealed the championship. The two big results are obviously they beat Chelsea on Sunday, and then Stoke, of all people, beat Arsenal on the weekend. So that put them out the picture. So, basically, I think it's glory, and Man United are going to get another one, which is, it's a massive feather in their cap. But then the big fight is at the bottom of the log, and that's where Blackpool, Wigan, and West Ham are fighting it out for relegation. The bottom three go, and it's proper money in European football, so that is almost a bigger fight. So the fixture this weekend probably to look out for is Wigan versus West Ham. Wigan lose that one, and they're gone ski, I would suggest.
And what's the gossip with Peter de Villiers and Sonny Bill? I haven't been following it at all, and I know everyone's talking about it.
Who needs a soap opera?
Yeah, of course.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, so Divi comes out and he says he doesn't like the way Sonny Bill's playing. He goes on a video and he says, this backhand passing is not normal rugby, and it's bad for youngsters, and obviously the reaction is very, very negative internationally because Sonny Bill plays for the Crusaders. They beat the Stormers, and he's a hero, and he got a very big hero's welcome at Newlands. His reaction was quite well, I don't know, brought a smile to my face. He said, well, you know, he's very chuffed that the Springbok coach has taken the time to analyse his game. He says he's an ex-rugby league player, and he was taught to stay on his feet in the tackle and to offload in the tackle. And he says if he can improve the skills of young players because of it, so be it.
Well, I know that you've got that video and some of the details. I saw it on your website, sport24.com, and I'll definitely go take a look and get my catch-up from there, and anyone else that wants to, you can go look there. And we'll also link it to our website, expressoshow.com.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll catch up on Monday with all the sporting action. Now, it's weekend time, so it means it's time to relax before the big week stress hits us. But how do we cope with that weekday stress? We're going to find out next.